How's it going, y'all? How you feel? So here's the sequence of events. Speech, dances, and then it's party for the rest of the night. Y'all know that, right? Okay. Are y'all ready to party? Yes? Okay. If that answer would have been no, we would have had a pretty bad time. Okay, so here's the deal, y'all. I told my wife this week, this is my one and only best man appearance, and I'm gonna do it right. So here's the deal, y'all. My name is Mark Andrew Hudspeth. Middle name, okay. Jeffrey Stephen Brown and I met. We met on the backup practice field of Liberty Junior High School. Yes. And I say backup because we were not first string players, okay? We were on they call it the B team. I don't know what that means, but anyways, the B team, the B, not A, but B, okay? That was probably the best way we could have met and then we shared this special bond of, hey, we're both average together, right? Okay? So let's fast forward a little bit. Let's go to high school, okay? Now, I don't know how your high school was set up. I don't know who was the popular people at your high school, but I would imagine that the popular people were basketball players, football players, right? That's how it goes, right? Okay? At our high school, in our suburban town of Richardson, Texas, we had very popular people at that school that were on a country and western dance team. It makes no sense. No sense, okay? If we would have gone to school in East Texas, yes, country and western dance team would have been the coolest thing imaginable, but for some reason in Richardson, Texas, the Berkner Ramblers were the best, right? Okay? And hey, we got some Ramblers in the audience. If you were a former Berkner Rambler, give me a whoop whoop. Oh, yeah, that's right. So here's the deal, okay? You're able to try out for the Berkner Ramblers your freshman year. So going from junior high to high school, you're able to audition, right? So Jeff and I audition at the very same time. We go to the list to see who made the team. There's Jeff Brown. I go down to the M's, and there's no Mark Hudspeth, okay? So I didn't make the team, if you didn't put two and two together. I didn't make the team, okay? Is the correct, there you go, yeah. It's okay. The thing about it was I wasn't so bummed that I didn't make the team. I was bummed because that was one more opportunity that I missed to hang out with Jeff for an entire year, right? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. But here's the deal, y'all. Jeff is, if you can't tell already, he's one of the best dancers on this planet, okay? And I got to tell you this, man. Whenever I did make the team, just so y'all know. I know y'all were like on a cliffhanger, like, did he make it? Yeah, I eventually did make it. And whenever I made the team, I was so jealous of Captain Jeff Brown on the team. So jealous. And just so y'all know, Jeff was the swagger king of country and western dancing, okay? So, y'all remember when I talked about how there's partying going on later? Get ready, okay? Because you're gonna see some of the best moves you've ever seen in your entire life, all right? So, let's move on to Aaron. Formerly Holiday, now Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown. Wow. So, I have given Aaron hell since the day I met her because she is way younger than Jeff and I, right? And I knew that she would stick around because every time I gave her hell, she dished it right back to me, right? She would not, it was not a one-sided thing. She'd give it right back and she'd make fun of something, and there you go. Yeah, exactly, yeah. That call her young, she'd call me old. Yeah, I get it, okay. I need bifocals. Yeah, I know, I got it, okay? So the thing that made me realize that Jeff wasn't messing around anymore that this was a girlfriend that was going to remain a girlfriend for a long time. And y'all heard it in the ceremony earlier in his vows. He said, I'm a better person with Erin, right? She makes me a better person. And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, this is a for real deal. This is going to last, right? And guess what? Here we are, right? So I'm going to finish with my wedding advice, okay? And for those of you that don't know, I've only been married for 5 months and 11 days. 5 months and 11 days. Okay? So here are my 3 pieces of 5-month, 11-day-old advice, okay? If it's not going to matter tomorrow, don't even say it. Don't even let it come out of your mouth. If it's not even going to matter, why waste your time, okay? Number 2, share everything with each other, okay? I'm talking about pain, troubles, victories, fears, dreams. Share it all, okay? Because like Clayton said earlier, this is your partner. This is your life partner. This is your partner in crime. This is your partner in victory. You got to stay together and you got to share everything with each other. And then lastly, every time you kiss her like you mean it. Every single time. No wasted kisses, okay? Because if Erin is anything like my wife, Brooke, she lives off of kisses. Like, that's what keeps her alive, I think. Yeah, that's what fills her love tank. So, kiss her like you mean it every single time, right, babe? Yeah, okay. I'll finish with this. So, Jeff and I feel like we're made from the same cloth because a long, long time ago, my godfather, Rex, taught me that life is all about who you know. And Jeff Brown is the very best person that I know. So, please, raise a glass, and let's toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey Stephen Brown. That's right.
I'm ready, I promise. So first of all, actually, before I even get started, I would love to give a shout out to the parents. I feel like they never get enough credit. So one, thank you so much for this amazing party, rehearsal dinner, everything. And thank you. Thank you for bringing these 2 wonderful people into this world that we get to be here to celebrate them today. I have only known Jeffrey for not even 2 years, maybe, not even. Year and a half now, and Erin I've known for almost 9, 10 years at this point, so thank y'all very much. So cheers to you guys for bringing these lovely humans into the world. Oh God. So Erin and I met when we were sophomores in high school. We had both transferred to our private Catholic Christian school, and when we first met was when we tried out for the basketball team. In case you didn't notice, we're tall human beings. And Erin, you don't know this, but I didn't like you at first. And here's why. So when I first transferred to our John Paul II High School, I recognized Erin from summer basketball. And our select basketball in the summer means you're a pretty serious athlete, right? You want to go and play college more than likely. So I don't know, it was some weird competitiveness that came out, but I was like, if I can beat this girl in tryouts, then I know I'm going to make the team. I'll be fine. I know she's a good player. So, anyway, so we went through many years of we honestly went through hell and back in a lot of ways in high school basketball. We had a very, very challenging coach who pushed us to our limits, and I think that's one of the reasons that we're as hard of workers that we are, and we care as much as we do, and we put every effort forward from that coach. But there's one particular instance I remember from playing high school basketball, and we were getting ready for playing a game against one of our biggest rivals, Bishop Lynch. And it was a Friday night game. We had prepped all week. We targeted our athletes. We knew who was good at what and poor at what. So we were ready to go. Well, Friday night rolls around, and we sucked, really, is what happened. We sucked that really, really badly that night. And I remember getting back on the bus after this game and our loss, after we had worked so hard, and I'm kind of sitting there contemplating on what's happening, and I start hearing these sniffles and these cries. And I was like, what's going on? I look over, and Erin's over here kind of losing it. She was really emotional about this game. Now, one thing I didn't mention about Erin is that she's 6'1". So in private Catholic school, you're a giant, right? Which means normally you'd be down in the post position and you're getting to elbow people and move them around. Erin doesn't like to be touched. And Erin doesn't like to elbow people at all. So she never wanted to be that position. She always wanted to be a shooting guard. And unfortunately, that was a position everyone else wanted to play also. So unfortunately, oh, guys, I totally forgot one part of this. Hold on, I'm gonna back up real fast. So, rewind, I'm sorry. So, when y'all had got engaged, I wanted to be Erin's maid of honor. So I thought I would try out for my position. Anyway, so I decided to drink an entire bottle of champagne with Erin. We each had our own, and I was feeling really good, so I gave a 2.5-minute speech of why I think I should be her maid of honor. And it was really good. I made you cry. Yeah. But part of that was you didn't want me to share the story that I did, and I'm going to. No. So I'm going to finish this out with our basketball. Erin didn't get the playing time that she deserved back then because she wanted to be a shooting guard, and we needed her to be a post player. So after that game, Jeff, I promise I'm going to bring this all the way around here, I promise you. So she didn't get the playing time that she deserved, unfortunately, but she cared more than anyone on that team. So hearing her cry on the bus ride was incredible to me. She cared more than any single one of us. She put every effort and all of her heart into all of our practices, all of our games. She loved that more than any single one of us, and she wanted us to do our best. So Jeffrey, my point with this is that I can't even imagine how much more love and effort and care she's going to put into y'all's relationship, because of how we went through our high school basketball. It was hard. We worked really, really hard and all that. It was very challenging for us, and I know that she gave every single effort. So the fact that she has your love every single day to encourage her and support her, I know she's going to give 10 times that, and I think you're a really lucky man to have someone who cares that much about you and to put that much effort into you. My next little piece here is that after high school, we had disconnected, and we went to college, went our own ways. We didn't really talk to each other for a few years, but then after I went to the University of Oklahoma and graduated, I took a job back here in Dallas. And one of my buddies from school started working for the Mavericks. Well, he had a few extra tickets to a game, and we decided to go, and it was a great time. Well, we went into the bar at the American Airlines Center afterwards. I take about 8 steps into the bar. I turn back to my friends to see what drinks they wanted, and as I turn back, I have an embrace around my head. Someone had wrapped their arms around my head, and it was Erin Holiday, now Brown here, who had hugged me. And ever since then, we've been connected again, and it's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed our Super Bowl parties and going to drinks after work and weekends where I get to spend it with you guys, whatever it was. So we talked about this yesterday at the rehearsal dinner. Loyalty came up a lot. So for Erin and I, it's been a really amazing friendship and ride that we've had, where we have gone through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of heartache and a lot of hardships, but a lot of fun times too. And it's been a really great ride having you the last year and a half, and I'm really honored to be here today. So I'm kind of rambling now, so I'm gonna stop now. So I just cheers to you guys. I'm super excited for your marriage. Y'all are gonna be amazing together. Just keep working hard at this, okay? It's gonna be awesome. All right, cheers to Erin and Jeff.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Everybody can go home now. No, it's okay. Okay, sorry. Everybody says louder, louder, louder. I was told to keep it short, but too bad. Okay, a couple of thank yous to get started. I want to thank Richard and Sandra Brown, Heather and Jennifer Brown for raising such a wonderful, gracious young man to marry my daughter. He's pretty awesome, isn't he? I also want to thank my wife, Jenny Holliday, for raising 2 children, Aaron and myself. She used to tell everybody that she had 2 kids, Aaron, and the other one could drive. So it was okay. All right, so I brought props just in case we need to know what's going on here. So I have little stories to tell. And these props represent memories. So are you scared? You should be, because it's going to be fun. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Aaron first, and then we'll talk Jeff in a second. So first of all, this is a name badge from YMCA Indian Princes. And for all of you who know Erin, you think you will really get this. Her name was Princess Running Mouth. Very appropriate, I would think. But it was great. I got to hang out with my daughter. We got to skip school. We got to go on campouts. We got to father-daughter dance. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for those memories. Next thing, ski goggles. I don't know if y'all know this, but we ski as a family. Aaron started skiing at an early age. We went on family ski trips, and it was awesome. Aaron skied her first black run at age 7, Steamboat Springs. Then it was on to, a couple of years later, she almost made it to the restroom at Whistler. Almost. It was close, but not quite. Let's see. She broke her wrist at Beaver Creek. We used to play follow the leader down the mountain, and it was I would lead, skiing down these black runs, and Aaron in the middle, because it was, by God, if he can ski it, I can ski it too, and Jenny would follow us to pick up the pieces. What great memories. But the most fun memory was Aaron was, I guess, 19 in college, and last ski trip in Winter Park. And she meets this ski instructor guy, and he's kind of cool, a little short. And he goes, "Can you ski?" And she goes, "Yeah, a little." So they take off, and all of a sudden they ski down this black run, and he looks up there to find her, and he's standing right next to him. So thank you for all the ski memories. I appreciate it. Okay, next one. Basketball. 3 ladies right here know exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, girls. So at first, I was a stay-at-home dad for a long time, and I got to help Aaron with basketball. No, I'm not gonna throw it at you. You couldn't catch anyway. No. So Aaron, at 7 years old, standing in front of the goal because she couldn't make a free throw, trying to get it up to the rim with one hand. All the tournaments we went to, all over the state, Arkansas, all over everywhere, all the camps we went to, it was pretty incredible. To the time that we were at Huffines Gym doing a 3-point shoot-around, and the whole gym stopped to watch this tall, beautiful blonde jack 3-point and make 3-point after 3-point, and everybody just stopped and watched. The only girl on her high school team, the state runner-up high school team, only senior to get a college scholarship in basketball. I'm pretty proud of that too. Softball. Play for a team called the Bombers. I got to thank Hunter Newsom. Right here, Hunter Newsom. We were short player one time, and Hunter Newsom got this skinny little guy, or tall, skinny guy from Baylor to come out and play with us, and he was average at best. We stuck him in right field. Average at best. But wait a minute, with some coaching up from Kelly Newsom, coached him up. He is now our starting left fielder, and we have to tell him not to hit it so hard because he hits it out of the park and costs us runs. So we got to keep him in the park. But Jeff, I want to thank you for being a teammate, a friend, and now a son-in-law. Thank you very much. End of speech, but one last thing, let's not forget, I knew him first. Thank you all very much.